Oh, there you go, Renzo. Your mic is on.
Hello. Can you hear me? You can hear me. Okay. Hello, everybody. 8 people here. You can hear me now. Okay. Please put it in the chat if you can hear me. No? Yes. Travis, thank you. Okay. Glenda, my assistant's texting me yes. Okay, perfect. Hello, everybody. How are you? Man, it's been like, I don't even know. It feels like 10 minutes trying to get this fixed. But how you doing, everybody? I've never done a live before, but I don't know. I was just feeling it today. So I hope everybody's having a good day. Happy Thursday. I'm curious, Travis, where are you from? Is it cold? Because here in Florida, it is cold right now. It's like 40 degrees today with like rain and wind and everything. And yeah, we're freezing. But I know if you're like in New York or New Jersey, this is nothing. Virgin Islands, not cold at all. That's pretty good. Well, awesome, guys. I'm going to be here for, who knows? I might be here all night. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm all yours. Glenda, you got a question? Anybody? Travis, you have to have a question. You're from the Virgin Islands. Have you been watching the home tours for a while? I want to talk to someone. Come on, ask me a question, guys. We got 5 people in here. How has everybody's start to the year been? Is everybody hitting their goals? Is everybody accomplishing what they set out to? Caddy Dax, thinking about relocating from Fort Lauderdale. Are prices going up or down in the Okala area? Okay, the first real estate question on this live. Thank you for asking the very first question. And that is actually an incredible question. Are prices going up or are they going down? What is going on in the Ocala area? So first, I'll give you a little rundown on what's going on in Central Florida. Year over year, prices have been going up about 3.5% in terms of the median price, right? Inventory has also gone up about by 28% here in Central Florida. In Ocala, prices went up, I'd say about like 1 to 2%. So not as significant as the rest of Central Florida. But the reason being is because there is a good amount of supply. Builders are seeing that Ocala has a ton of demand. So builders are ramping up the amount they're building so they can meet the supply or they can meet the demand by building more homes. So prices are going up, but Ocala right now is much more of a cash flow market than it is an appreciation market because there is so much supply. People have more options, and the days on market does tend to stay. Properties do tend to stay on the market a little bit longer just because there's more competition. But yes, to answer your question, Ocala area is growing. There's so much development happening. They're redoing the infrastructure on 75, on 484. In Marion Oaks, they're building 2 more Publix shopping centers. So it's going to be nuts. Okay, we got another question. Do you know any VA approved builders in Ocala or Wedgefield? I mean, all builders, at the end of the day, builders are going to, they're going to accept an offer if you're a VA and you're approved, right? Builders don't say, hey, I'm not going to accept your offer because you're a VA or conventional or FHA. They will want to verify, and conventional tends to be stronger than FHA and FHA tends to be stronger than VA. But on the grand scheme of things, if you're VA approved, you can for sure, easily get a property in Ocala or Wedgefield. Let's see. Is it cheaper to build in Citrus Springs or Denellen? Oh, that's a good question, Greg. That's a good question. Um, Cheaper to build, it really depends. If you buy a piece of land in Citrus Springs, it'll probably be a little cheaper than it is in Denellen, right? And it depends on what part of Denellen. If you're in Rolling Hills, which is right next to Ocala, that part of Denellen, acres of land are going for like 50 to 80K, depending on if you're a paved road or on an unpaved road. In Citrus Springs, me personally, I bought a half acre of land for $22,000. The thing that is costing me a lot of money in Citrus Springs is the impact fees. The impact fees are costing me like 10 grand. In Denellen, you don't have to pay as much impact fees, right? So to answer your question, it's very subjective on where you're buying. And also, but I do know Citrus Springs, it takes a little bit more time to get permits, and you do have impact fees, and you got to watch out for the turtles. I sure do have a question. I've been watching for over a year now. Thank you for watching, Travis. I'm planning on moving there, but I haven't secured a job. But when I do, how soon can I purchase? That's an amazing question. Believe it or not, you can actually purchase a home before you secure a job over here. Now, let me give you an example. Let's say you're in South Florida and you want to move to Central Florida. The banks are going to, if you're going with an FHA loan, they're going to want to see that you essentially already have a job letter that shows you when you're starting and how much you're getting paid. Okay. The next thing is if you have a conventional loan, you can actually start that job after you close. Now, if you have no job history, you need at least 1 year of job history for lenders to approve you, right? But if you already have a job and you want to relocate over to Ocala, you just need a job letter stating when you start and how much you're getting paid. And depending on if you're FHA or conventional, you can move in before or after you start that job. If you have any more questions on that, ask me. That's a really good question. I looked at a place in Rolling Hills. It was a septic tank and well water. What issues would I have versus sewer and city water? So, I mean, the cool thing about well water, it's free, right? You just have to pay for the electricity to run the well. Sometimes I'd say like 1 in every 15 properties, you have some issues with water quality. And in those scenarios, you're going to want to get a water softener system, right? That's one issue you could run into with well water. Now, I do know some really lucky properties, like one of the listings I have in Denellen, where you're actually connected to the spring water. So you probably have the cleanest water in all of Florida. But yes, that is something you want to always take into consideration. Septic tanks are really no big deal. Let's say you have a family of 2 and I'd say every 8 to 10 years, you got to clean it out. If you have a family of 4, I'd say every 5 to 6 years. But yeah, I mean, septic tank is no issue. My brother has a property with a septic tank. I have a septic tank. But yeah, well water is cool. I would get a water softener if you have a well, just to make sure you have the best quality. Weird question. Do you know of any gated communities where you can have a hobby farm around 5 acres? Yes, I do. And the community is called Bel Lago in Denellen, Florida. I have a client moving to this community and it is incredible. They have 2 styles of homes. They have one area that's Mediterranean/Italian inspired, and you might have saw a video on it. And then they have another style called with the modern farmhouse. They have lots, 1.5 acre lots on waterfront properties. And then you're also going to have an area where it's an equestrian, where you have like 3 to 6 to 7 acres of land. My client right now is buying a home in the Mediterranean side of Bel Lago with 6 acres of agricultural land. But oh my goodness, outcast assets. That's a good question. And there's not a lot of communities, gated communities with 5 acres. Very, very rare. Bel Lago, Denellen. Call me and we'll talk. I'll tell you all about it. I'll put down I don't know if I should put my personal number here. If you want it here, text my business number. Text that number, Outcast, and we'll connect right away. I'll talk to you about Bel Lago. Glenda, if you're watching this, if you're on this live, please say hello. Come on, Glenda. Hey, Glenda. Hey, Everybody, Glenda is my assistant. She is my amazing assistant. So Outcast Assets, if you text us, we can reply to you right away and make sure we get you situated. Talking about Bel Lago. I have another client looking at Bel Lago, another property tomorrow. You can build from scratch, either a Mediterranean or a farmhouse on, you can pick your lot, or you can buy a lot that's on the resale market and then hire an outside builder who can do it in your style. But they do have specific things because it is a gated HOA, but I can get you all those details. Okay. Properties, I'd say you're looking to spend $1 million plus. Awesome. I just got your message. Matt Katowski. I hope I said that correctly. Does Beverly Hills tend to be pricier than Ocala? I'm looking for non-HOA with at least a little land. How much is a little land to you, Matt? When you say a little land, what does that mean? I'm gonna answer your question in detail, but I want to know how much land. Well, does Beverly Hills at least a quarter acre? Okay, so in Ocala, you can get a quarter acre of land, brand new home, 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,500 square feet for like 260, 270, 280. And Beverly Hills is a beautiful deed restricted area with a $7 HOA, minimum 1 acre of land, and you can get typically kind of bigger homes. But I'd say in Beverly Hills, you're looking at $425K and up. Okay. Beverly Hills is a little pricier than Ocala, yes. But to me, I love Beverly Hills with all my heart. I think when I retire, I'll get a property there. But I got some years. Oh my goodness. No way. My number one fan, Keith Colgrove. Hello, how are you? Keith, I wish you could get on this live. I want to talk to you. Keith, please ask me a question, any question. How are you doing? How are you doing up north? I think you said New York, upstate New York. How you doing? Are there any barn dominiums in the area from Greg Savage? I like your last name, Greg. Keith, how cold is it up there? Because here in Florida, it's 40 degrees and it's raining and we're struggling. But I don't want to complain if you definitely got oh wow, 21 degrees. Holy smokes. Okay, so I'm not gonna complain. Greg Savage, our builder. I'm gonna come back to you, Caddy Dax. Just give me a second. Matt. Okay, let me go back up. Someone. Are builders willing to work on adjust blueprints to make a larger master bedroom and bathroom on a split plan? Greg, that's a good question. It depends. If you're working with a custom builder, yeah, you can. But typically builders who have set floor plans and are buying lots and just building their spec homes, no. They might be able to do like an extra car garage or build you a 2-car garage in the back, but they won't adjust their floor plans because it's a process to get permitting. If you're going with a custom builder, then for sure you can make adjustments to blueprints. Enrolling Caddy Dax, enrolling hills on those 1 acre lots. Can I also build a large metal structure for my cars, at least 6? And can I put a park model at 399 square foot mobile tiny house? In Rolling Hills, you don't have HOA, so you can definitely park the mobile tiny house. The large metal structure, you got to get permits. My friend. But I have seen a lot of cool things in Rolling Hills. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you yes, but you also have to get permits for that metal structure. But I don't see why not. Okay. Thank you. Any other towns in that area that would also be desirable? Let me see what okay. Depends what you want, Matt. What do you want? So Beverly Hills is great. Ocala is great and affordable. If you want to go up in price, Claremont, you can get really nice property closer to Orlando. But you're looking 500-600K plus. And if you want acreage, 7, 8, 900K. We got 16 people here. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live. This is actually really fun. We get to answer your questions right away. What do you think, Glenda? This is cool. All right, guys. Let's see. Travis, I have seen houses I'm interested on Zillow. How does that work if there's a real estate agent on the listing? All homes on Zillow have realtors, right? But the whole point of working with a buyer's agent is because we're here to negotiate you the best deal. When you're listing a property, we have a fiduciary duty to get the best deal for our sellers. So every single house is going to have a listing agent. But I always recommend work with the buyer's agent so they can really negotiate the best deal. I'll give you a quick example. We had an amazing client that just put a house under contract in Central Ocala, a resale home. And I was able to negotiate her a great deal. We got 10K off the price. The house was 500, listed at 590. It was listed at 598, 500. We got it to 590 and got 3% in closing cost. And I say the same, not the same thing, but it depends. But I say, hey, how you doing, seller? I hope you're having a great day. Congrats on the listing. I just want to let you know, my clients and I, we just saw this property, your listing, and essentially it's coming down to your home and another one that they like just as much. The thing that's going to make them want to go forward on either home is the financing. So I talked to the sellers and they said, if you can do X, Y, or Z, they'd move forward on your property. If not, they'd probably go with the other home. Let me know what the sellers can do. Let's get a deal done. Boom. Works like a charm. What would the down payment be on a house you just posted in St. Cloud? Okay, so if the house I just posted in St. Cloud is about 600K base price, but 600, you can do a conventional loan on a 600K home. That's a 5% down payment. That's 30K. Greg, I appreciate it. We're going to keep doing this. I hope to see you soon. And yeah, Caddy Dax. Caddy Dax, where are you from? You're asking some great question. Rafael Baudet. What's up, brother? How you doing? What's your favorite subdivision in Central Florida? I'm going to have to say the neighborhood I live in here in Altamont Springs, Florida. I love it. Are they going to add lanes to 484 by Marion Oaks? I have a rental property there, and it's gotten crazy traffic in that area since I bought in 2018. I do not know of any plans of expanding 484. I imagine they have to be thinking about it because yes, Ocala is getting busier and busier. I did hear rumors that they're going to add an entrance and exit to this I-75 from the south side of Marion Oaks. If they do that, that's a game changer because then you'll have two ways to get on 75 from Marion Oaks. But as of right now, I don't know about 484 expanding. I do know they just repaved the roads and it looks really nice. Matt, okay, great. Just want to be close to amenities, but have that rural feel while staying in that 3s range or cheaper. Marion Oaks. Matt, you're going to like Marion Oaks, but you want to be close to amenities. If you want to be really close to everything and be under 400K, Ocala Waterways and Kingsland Country Estates would be great for you. For Caddy Dax, you're from Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, that would be amazing if that happens. Let's see. That would be amazing for sure. Why do you live in Fort Lauderdale? I'm curious. I've been there like once. What is it about Fort Lauderdale that is like, hey, this city is incredible? I'm really curious because South Florida is a world of its own. I lived in Boca Raton for a while and I really enjoyed it. But I'm curious, what do people love about South Florida? I want to know. We got 17 people here. Wow, it is growing. Moved here from New York City. I'm 15 minutes from the airport and 7 minutes from the beach. You can't beat that, can you? You can't beat that. What would let's see, did I forget any Keith, hello. I can imagine being that close to Fort Lauderdale Beach. I can imagine. Hey, Keith. Man, Keith, it's so funny. So, I'll tell you a funny story. So, I don't know if you watch any of the other YouTubers in the office. Like most of them came from our Alliance Group office in Orlando, where my old business partner Ranzel Acevedo and we taught a lot of the realtors how to do YouTube videos, and they all started doing it. So, like, if you guys see Wendeley, Alexis, everybody, we all came from the same office, but I was talking to JP. He has a lot of good videos on YouTube as well. And we're always like, man, I can't wait to see what Keith is going to say about this house. We're so lucky to have you as a number one fan. But Keith, you are known here in Central Florida. I just want to let you know you are known, and we love you and appreciate you, Keith. Matt, one last question. Will I be able to specify at your office to work with you? Will I be able to specify at your office to work with you? Yes. If you want to work with me, you can work with me for sure. Text this number and we can set up a Zoom call and meet. In fact, if you're one of the 16 people, you guys can set up Zoom calls with me, with my team, and we can get all the answers you guys have about anything, literally. I do have a team of 6 incredible agents. A couple of them are new, so they're in training. They're learning about Okala. They're learning about negotiations. They're learning about mindset behind real estate. But for the most part, we have some really, really solid realtors working with us. And I'm super grateful. If you've seen Wilfredo Medina on YouTube, he's a rock star. If you've seen Roger Brito, he does some Spanish videos. He's a rock star. So yeah, we got a lot of agents on the team that are doing really incredible things. Do you represent Coral Springs as well? If so, is insurance ridiculous? I haven't sold a home in Coral Springs. Never had anyone ask. I think that's a little far for us. So I can't answer your question too well, Wesley. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Let me see where Coral Springs exactly is. That's down near Fort Lauderdale. No, I haven't done any deals in Coral Springs. We sell a lot. We help a lot of people in South Florida, like Miramar, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Doral, Kendall, Miramar, everywhere. Homestead, Tamarack. We've sold so many properties down there and helped people move up to Central Florida. I love coming down south. We do a great job at selling properties down in South Florida and help people relocate. So if you are down south and you are looking to relocate to Central Florida, we do the whole thing. Make sure you guys save as much money as possible and get the best deals on the selling side and the buy side. CC, what taxes do you want to do? Do you want to pay taxes? Do you want to know about taxes? Keith, are you still there? Glenda, are you still there? Raphael, are you still there? What's up, Keith? Wesley, I am just as excited. My friend. Keith Colgrove paid my property taxes today. It was $9,000. Wow. Question: can you homestead at your property up north, Keith? And if you do homestead your property, is there a maximum that your property value can go up? What's up, Raphael? We got Raphael, we're seeing each other on Sunday. Let's see. Okay, 1,600 off. That's not bad. That's not bad. Taxes are too high in New York. That's what they say. Another question I have is about a 1031 exchange. Do you have any intermediary companies you recommend or have worked with? For 1031 exchanges, yes, we have a few offices that can definitely help you with that. And yeah, they do a pretty seamless job. You know, you really want to work with someone who's an expert in 1031s. In terms of like the purchase side of the 1031, I mean, if you've done it before, you know, it's pretty similar to that part. It's pretty much a cash transaction if all of your 1031 exchange funds cover the price of the property. But yes, we do I can send you some info on that. If you text us, I'll text you all of their details. We got 24 people here. If you have any questions about real estate, about honestly, whatever, like you can ask me personal questions if you want to. I'm open here. How about insurance? Does that go up when you pay a higher price for a house? Not necessarily. I think when you pay a higher price for a house, it means the quality of construction might be more expensive. It's a bigger house, so there's more to insure. But a lot of times in Ocala, like, I'll answer your question in a second, Keith. But in terms of insurance, let's say you have the same size house in Ocala, and one in Marion Oaks for 300, but that same house is being built in Ocala Waterways where they're half acres for 400,000. That house is the same exact house, just in a different area that is more expensive, but the insurance rate should be the same. And let me just, for everybody here, insurance in Ocala on average is like under $1,000 a year premium. If you have like a 2,000 square foot home. Okay, what would average insurance cost in 350K house? Literally like less than $1,000. It's a great question, Matt. Oh, Keith, I did not hire my sister. My sister-in-law joined the real estate team. So it's not my sister, my sister-in-law. How do you know? Hola, Marilu, Rumardo, ¿cómo estás? Buenas noches, buenas tardes. Okay. Yeah, she joined the team. Si tenemos a alguien aquí que habla español, bienvenidos. Hola, si tienes algunas dudas de bienes raíces o cosas personal, estamos aquí a hablar. For anybody who doesn't speak Spanish. We got 22 people here. I'm going to be in South Florida March 1st through the 3rd. So if anybody wants to sell their house in South Florida, I'll be there during those dates. Crazy Beans Croquet. My husband and I are debating about moving to Florida. If we do, we definitely want you to be our realtor. Quick question. Is there a high demand for HVAC techs in Florida? It would be a big move. Tell me more about this big move. Where are you coming from? What are you looking for? You said Florida, but where in Florida? What kind of lifestyle do you want to live? Tell me everything, Crazy Bean. I want to hear it. And high demand for HVAC techs. I'll tell you what, there's high demand for good HVAC techs in the whole entire country. So if you have a good service, I guarantee you'll have plenty of business. And especially if you move to Okala and you do a good service, I'll recommend you to literally everybody. So yes. Talk to me, Crazy Bean. A good friend of mine started selling in Delray Beach, has worked for 15 months now and has made zero. 15 months, a year and 3 months. That sounds like a lot of realtors. My first year in real estate, I sold, realistically, I sold one home on my own. Two homes on my own. One was a listing that my dad gave me, and then I did a rental. I made like 12 grand my first year in real estate. So hey, real estate's a tough business, I'll tell you, Keith. So I wish your friend in Delray the best. It's not easy. It's not easy. I promise you that. Yeah. Is there anybody here who saw any of my videos from like the first video? Or has anybody here seen my Spanish YouTube channel from is there any OGs in here? Before I did these English videos, I did them in Spanish for like a year. And that's how I got over my like fear of speaking in front of the camera. So when I started doing them in English, it started blowing up right away just because I had so much practice. But I used to do this in Spanish before I did in English. And I didn't speak Spanish at the time. So, all right. We have 18 people here. Any questions? Any comments? Honestly, this is really fun. Been watching them since the beginning, but not in Spanish. Okay. I appreciate you, Matt. Okay, we got Crazy Beans from Michigan. We love all the homes you show. We are big fans. We would be looking for 1,800 to 2,000 square foot ranch with an in-ground pool. It doesn't matter if it's new or older home. Okay. So first and foremost, their new construction builders are not building pools. So like you're never going to find a new home with a pool unless it's a really custom thing, one-off thing. So if you want a pool for sure, like off the bat, then we're going to look at resale homes. 1,800 to 2,000 square feet, definitely doable. It just depends your price range and how many beds and bath you want in the area and your budget. But I can get if you tell me budget, area, or open to area, but give me a budget, I can start recommending you certain places right now. Devendra Mohabir. Devendra Mohabir. Hi, Renzo. I often watch your program. I'd like to know if you sell vacant land. My team sells vacant land. Yes. If you want to reach out to us, I'll put my number here. We do sell vacant land. We do have a lot of builders who are always interested in buying land at a good price. So if you want a quick sale, for sure, we know people. But yes, we can list your vacant land. No problem. Raymond Knight. Hey, Renzo, I lived near you on East Michigan and Bumby when I was a teenager in the 90s. Raymond. I think I remember you, man. Did we go to Conway Middle School together? And what elementary school did you go to? In the Okala area, no CDD or HOA. Crazy Beans, Okala Waterways is going to be one of your better options, or homes south of downtown Okala. There are a lot of cool, really nice properties with pools. Depends how big you want them. It depends how big or how many bedrooms. 1,800 to 2,000 square feet. We can find what you're looking for under $500,000 for sure. Crazy Beans. For sure. Under $500,000, we can find it. What are the average costs to build a pool these days? I spent $40K to build my pool 12 years ago. That's a good price. I'd say about $60 to $100K. $60 to $70K if you just want a basic pool, even with pavers. But if you want like the screened in lanai around the pool and you want a hot tub, you're looking at $100K. So 60 to 100K for a pool. And then if you get really, really fancy, you can go above that. 4-bedroom, 2 to 3 bath. If an older home, we would prefer to be updated though with a little land for growing my own produce. Yeah, Crazy Bean, for sure. Okala Waterways, Kingsland Country Estates, and some areas south of downtown Okala. We'll find exactly what you're looking for. We would have a great time. Also, if we have 25 people here, if you do have showings with like setup, and maybe you're not on the chat here, but I want to tell you a little bit about what we do. So, whenever we take a client out to Okala, it's not just like, hey, meet me at this house. We're going to look up. we have a full-blown system. So we're gonna meet at Market Street at Heathbrook. We're gonna have a chat, grab a coffee at Starbucks, and then I'm gonna drive you down 200 so you can get a good understanding of the area. Then we're gonna start looking at homes. I'm gonna ask a ton of questions to make sure you guys are giving us the most amount of feedback. And then from there, I'm making adjustments. I'm either taking homes off the list and adding homes, whatever it is. But we are there to make sure you guys can get the best experience possible and find the right home. We're not salesmen. We're not here to try and sell you. You're never going to feel pressure from us. We're literally here to just give you the best experience possible, and give you all the information so you can make a calculated decision. Let me see. CC, what is your name, CC? Are there any new 3-2 houses under 275 still? I look for your new shows, trying to talk to my wife into selling in Massachusetts. That sounds like a great idea. It sounds really cold in Massachusetts. But yes, 3-bed, 2-bath. I'd be saying at 275, you can find something with like 1,200 to 1,400 square feet in Marion Oaks with a 1/4 acre land and no HOA. Glenda, please send us a message and we'll send you listings tailored. So my assistant is Glenda. Say hi to Glenda, everybody. She is literally amazing. And Crazy Bean, if you have any questions, we can start sending you listings right now tailored to what you just told us, Crazy Bean. So feel free to let us know. Raymond, I'm 27 years old. Do we know each other, or you just lived near where I lived, Michigan and Bumby? And how do you know I lived on Michigan and Bumby? Okay. Let's see. Crazy Bean. What's your name, Crazy Bean? Hey, Glenda, Keith said hi. And Raymond, where do you live now? You used to live in right there near Conway Place. We got 24 people here. This is fun. We're going to do this again, by the way. Honestly, this is amazing. We're going to keep doing this. Can you let me, if you're watching this, do you want us to keep doing these lives? Please let me know in the chat. What's up, Tiffany? What's up, Nick? What's up, guys? Okay, we will. Okay. Okay. I will keep doing the live chats. They're going to be random. Or would you guys prefer a set time? If so, what time works best for you guys? Weekends, weekdays, weekday evenings? I want to cater to you guys. What's up, Wilfredo? What's up, Wilfredo? If we could, we should collab. Can we collab? I don't know. I'm just trying stuff now. I don't know what happened. Okay. Oh, Raymond. Okay. I was like, how do you know? I was like, how do you know where I live, Raymond? But you saw my video. That makes sense. Like the time now. Okay. So this time. Okay. Tiffany and Nick, this time on the weekdays or weekends. Okay. Renzo will be a TV star someday. I don't know. I don't think I want to be a TV star, but we'll keep doing YouTube videos. If you guys don't follow our Instagram page, we have a lot of cool like short form content that we do on Instagram. So feel free to go take a look at our Instagram as well. Devendra. Am I saying your name correctly? Devendra Mohabid. And where are you from? That's a cool name. Well, hey, I'll tell you, Devendra. Excuse me. I had a New York strip. I ate like half a filet mignon, half a New York strip, some bacon, and avocado. I just started doing a ketogenic diet again. And I just ate a big meal. That's why I'm burping. But anyways, you don't need to know that. Devendra. Well, you only know if you want to move somewhere if you go visit. So come visit. We'll show you around. Great Oaks Village. They bust us to Jones for school. Okay. 275, 20% down. What would be the payment all in? Okay. CC, you asked me a financial question. That's awesome. Okay. Let me get you some numbers. I'm going to share my screen real quick, okay? I don't know. Can you see my screen? If you can see my screen, please say yes. Black screen. Can you see my screen? I think it takes a second. Okay, you can see my screen. Okay, cool. Boom. I'm going to put price here, $275,000. You're putting 25% down. Let's say if you're putting 25% down, do a conventional loan. Conventional loans as of today. Conventional loans as of today. Is this today? No, that is not today. Okay. Well, anyways, I think conventional interest rates are at 6.9 right now. That's what it was yesterday. Property taxes per month. I'd say about $225. Homeowners insurance. Yeah, that's honestly like $60, like really low. No PMI, no HOA. Your payment would be $1,643. Does that sound good to you? Is that what you're looking for, my friend? $1,600 payment. Now, if you drop the interest rate, like bought down the interest rate to 6%, everything else stays the same. You're now at $1,500. ITIN, that yes, there are ITIN loans out there that don't really require too much documentation. So yes, we do. Kelly Nicole, so sorry. Sorry, I'm late tuning in. Anything coming up in the mid twos in good shape near Orlando, Sanford. How many bedrooms? 2-bedroom house in the mid two. That's tough. It's tough, Kelly. It's tough. If you want in the mid twos, I'd recommend try to relocate to Okala because you can get new construction out there. But in Orlando, you're looking at Pine Hills. You're looking at in Sanford. You're looking at like a 1-1, a 2-1 at the most. It's tough. Raymond, that's awesome. You live in Massachusetts. You got to come back to Florida, my man. Yes, Crazy Beans. I love that. That's the coolest name ever. Crazy Beans. That is yeah. I hope interest rates come down too. But I will tell you, home prices will go up and more demand will come. There will be more demand. And then to get a house, it's going to be a little more difficult. it's true is going to be a Costco in Ocala. Rafael, I hope so. I hope so. I know they're putting something. I forget what it is. They're doing a Costco in the villages. They're doing a Costco in the villages, which will be about like 20 to 30 minutes away. Yeah, Kelly, if you wanted 3-2 in Central Florida in good condition, you got to go to Ocala. It's really tough. Like anything sub 300 in Orlando Metro is tough, not great condition. You're for sure almost going to have to rehab it. And if it is in good condition, it'll sell like that. So you got to be on top of it. Anything new coming to Ocala or Highway 200? Yes, a lot. Ocala, they've been talking about a commercial airport in Marion Oaks. They're coming out with a new public shopping center, which, by the way, if you live in Marion Oaks, it's about to explode. It's about to explode now that they're going to build this Publix. New D.R. Horton community. Ridge at Heathbrook, a community in Market Street at Heathbrook by D.R. Horton with Premier Series homes is going to be being built this year. It's going to be incredible. I'm thinking about buying an investment property in there just because the location is great. Ridge at Heathbrook. Call me, text me if you want info. My go-to man is John Kale in that community. One of your videos, the house had some acres and was agricultural land. Does that mean I have to grow crops, farm? What does that mean? Am I limited to what to do with the land? Caddy Dax, that's a good question. Agricultural land does not mean you have to cultivate on it. It does not mean you have to grow crops or farm or have a cow or horse. It just means you can. You have the option to. And also you get a lot of tax credits if you have livestock. I think it's like if you have a bull or a cow, you get a good amount of tax credits. And if you homestead it and you have the livestock, then you almost pay no taxes. So if you don't want to do anything with the ag land, you don't have to. But yeah, that sounds cheap. Insurance plus would need to find a Class A CDL job, any work near Ocala, Marion Oaks. Yes, Highway 200 is going to have the work for you there. Yes. Okay, Kelly, Nicole. Okay, say do consider Ocala. What's the square footage looking like? Acreage. You could get a quarter acre land with 1,200 to 1,400 square feet, but like 1,350 square feet. Let me end my sharing. We got 14 people, so people are leaving. Are you guys tired? I'm chilling. If you guys got more questions, I'll be here. I know I miss it. We only owe 123 on our house. We bought it for 169. It's Zillowed at 335. Now I just need to come up with a down payment and I'm there. Come on down, Raymond. Caddy Dax. Okay. Get a pet cow. Just put up a fence. Get a pet cow. This is fun, Crazy Bean. Indeed. This is my first time doing a live and it's really cool. Ask me anything. This is fun. Does anybody meditate? Can someone share a goal that they have for 2025? Like a goal that they in their Crazy Bean. Glenda, are you still here? Crazy Bean, text us. Glenda, we will send you listings right now. Right now. I can show you what I'm sending you if you want. If you put your email in the chat, and I will literally show you what we're going to send you. Crazy Bean. You are a crazy bean indeed. I'm calling one of I'm calling Roger Brito if you guys know him. Wilfredo, are you still here? Brito. Oye, yo soy en live aquí en YouTube.
¿En YouTube?
Tenemos 23 personas aquí que te están escuchando.
Ok.
Hey, for anybody who speaks Spanish, we're going to go over some interesting transaction stuff. Dímelo, pa.
¿Viste lo que te envié de lo que me dijo el listing agent este?
Sí. Eso, yo no miré eso ninguna vez porque al fin del día el día de inspección, ¿cuándo se termina?
5 días, pusimos el contrato el lunes.
Eso no tiene sentido a poner eso porque en 5 días ya se termina.
Exacto, sí, me pareció raro.
Pero eso me parece más raro que tiene la casa que están, mira bien la inspección, pero tú no tienes a firmar eso. Hey, pero déjame terminar en el live, ¿ok? Pero por ahora no firmas eso, no es necesario.
Ok, otra cosita.
Bro, éntrate en el live.
Sí, ya estoy metido.
¿Sí? Ok.
Sí. Dale, pa.
Dale, pa, chao. Okay. Oh, we got questions. Okay, Crazy Bean, you meditate. How did you learn how to meditate, Crazy Bean? I hope you're a real person like that. Crazy Bean, Crazy Beans Croquet. Can you tell me a little bit about why you chose Crazy Beans Croquet? I love the name, but tell me a little bit why you chose that name. How about a pool and how hard to put one in? Plus, probably we would need septic in front. How much for low and ingrown? How about a pool? How hard to put one in? Plus, pool home's going to be 60 to 100K. Not too hard. It just takes a month or two, a couple months. Matt Katowski, I've seen houses in new developments with what looks like water retention ponds next to it. Can that be a potential flooding issue in high rain events? No. The reason why they're there is if there is excess water, it goes there. So like you'll see in a lot of developments, they have those. Even when the hurricanes came, like I'll give you an example. At Kalesa Township, there was maybe like less than a foot of water. So like really, I can't never say never, but there is really no chance that those retention ponds will flood. Sí, si quieres aprender español, tienes a empezar practicando. Búscate una señorita que habla español. Let me see. Okay, who are we going to send listings to? I forget who. If someone sends me their email, I will send you listings right now and show you how we look it up and everything. Keith, I've seen Wilfredo and JP's videos too. I had a feeling they were with your team. Yeah. Crazy Bean Crockett, like knitting croquet. Oh, croquet. I've been saying Crockett. I crochet teddy bears, blankets, winter hats, and scarves. I hope when you move to Florida, and we hope you get a home, I can get a teddy bear and a blanket and a scarf. Well, I'm not a kid, but a teddy bear and a blanket would be nice with this cold weather. Let's see. I like the older houses that have been redone more than the new stuff in Florida. I love Titusville too. Titusville low key is really good. Where's the Publix going to be? Publix is going to be right off of 200. Crazy Bean. Okay, Crazy Bean. If you text me your email at the number I put above or put it in the chat, I'll literally show you what I'm sending you and you can see the whole thing. Muchas gracias. Mucho. I don't know what you're getting at, Cece. Matt Katowski. Cold weather. Are you asking if there's cold weather? The issue I had with retention ponds behind my property was sinkholes. A few years ago, my rental property off of 200 had sinkholes in the retention pond and made national news. I mean, sinkholes are kind of like that's a very rare occurrence. When it does happen, you do hear about it. I've only seen one sinkhole in my life, and it was on a street near my parents' house in South Orlando, and it was just like a little hole in the middle of the road. But it's really rare. Sinkholes are super rare. Let's see. I mean, guys, it is 40 degrees right now in Florida, at least in Orlando. Anybody have some really cool goals that they're super excited about accomplishing this year? I want to hear about them. Let's talk about them. Crazy Bean, you got to answer my question about meditating. Crazy Bean, North Florida got snow. That's wild. What did insurance do anything about that, Caddy? My property, I was paid 80% of my rent per month from insurance. Crazy Bean, I do not see your email. Let me see. Crazy Bean, I would love the teddy bear and blanket. That'd be sick. That'd be really cool. Crazy Bean, if you want to learn how to meditate, like something that is life-changing, Joe Dispenza meditations absolutely changed my life. Does anybody here know about Joe Dispenza or practice his work? Last year, payoff debt, biggest goal 2025 is home ownership. Pay off debt and own a home. That is awesome. Crazy Bean, I got tiff.zayat. Is that at gmail.com? Matt Katowski, where are you? -8? Whoa. We've been doing this for an hour. Glenda, are you still here? Roger, are you here? Awesome. Northeast. Very cool. Hola, Brito. Dímelo, babo. ¿Tú vienes o qué? My goal for 2025 is to sell my property in Brooklyn and replace it with rental properties in Florida. That's a big goal. It's a good goal. Brito, llégate. Déjame saber. Estamos aquí en la lucha. Let's see. Crazy Bean. I'm here. I'm ready. Okay. Is it just tell me yes or no if it's at gmail.com? Raymond, what do you mean a better situation? Talk to me. What do you want to get better about your situation? Are you talking about your life or what type of situation? iCloud. Okay. So guys, I'm going to send homes to Crazy Bean Crochet. Brito, llégate y vas en la mañana, no problema. Crazy Bean Crochet at iCloud. Okay, tiff.zayat at iCloud.com. Let me review a little bit about what you're looking for. This is fun. Let's see. So Tiffany and Nick, 4-bed, 2 to 3 bath with a little land for growing produce. Okay, you want an in-ground pool, 4-bed, 2+ bath. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. Can you guys see? Can you guys see my screen? Please let me know. Someone say yes. Someone say no. Okay, cool. All right, Crazy Bean, we're finding your future home here. All right, boom. We're gonna go to residential. Price, I'm gonna put 350 to 515. 4+ bedrooms, 2+ bathrooms. I'm gonna put 1,700 square feet. I know you said 1,800, but maybe the perfect house is 1,799. You never know. In-ground pool, we're gonna put yes. We got 25 options. 25 options. Okay. 25 options. Now let's look at the map. So I told you a few different areas. This area is really cool. I had a client who just bought a house in this area. You got some in Marion Oaks. You got one here. These areas are cool too. But let's start right here. This is Okala Waterways, the initial area I recommended to you. This is a property for $400K. Whoa, this is big. 4-bed, 2.5 bath, 2,471 square feet, built in 1998 for $400K. It's been on the market 111 days. You got some angel numbers in there, and it has a 1/2 acre of land. I'm not looking at the chat, but let me know what you think. That's the pool. This is, holy smokes, this is $400K. Guys, this is a really good deal. It might need a new roof if it's at this price. Okay, a little bit dated. Okay. That's a freaking nice piece of property. This stunning, I mean, the roof looks good. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Is that a good deal? Okay, that's one option. This one's 415. This is a 2-story home, 5-bed, 3.5 bath, 2,700 square feet, built in 2011. So it probably has an original roof, no problem. This is in an HOA. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Hire a good realtor. It's attention to detail. They use their phone. You got the rag. These are not edited. Use a good realtor because this house is going to sit on the market just because they skimped out on a couple $100 and not hire a professional photographer. Whatever. Okay, but this area is popping. Let's put, hey, Crazy Bean. Crazy Bean, how much land do you want? Like a 1/4 acre minimum, 1/2 acre? What's up, Barry? Welcome. Hi, Renzo, watching from Queens, New York, Marine Corps veteran. Thank you for your service. Truly appreciate you, Mr. Barry. If I were to buy an investment home to rent out in Florida, is there someone who handles the maintenance and rent, etc., of the home for me? That's a great question. So we have property managers that can do it, who typically ask for about like 10% of the rental revenue, maybe a little bit less, like $100, $200 a month. But if you buy a brand new construction home, I wouldn't necessarily do it unless you have like 5, 6, 7 rental properties. Make sure you get a good tenant if you have a brand new home that just maintains it pretty well. And then if you have a bunch of properties, then, I'd get a property manager. But if you just have one and it's brand new, I wouldn't really waste money on that. But yes, we do have property management companies. If you're like, hey, I don't even want to deal with it. Let me get someone. I can only describe it as being weird. A quarter to half acre would be nice. Okay. Let's get back to your search, Crazy Bean. This is actually going to. Okay, so we still got pretty much all our searches here. This is a 4-bed, 3-bath, 2,635 square foot home, 2004, 14 days on the market, 0.38 acres of land. Okay. Definitely a 2000s home. It's nice. You got the tray. Seems like you got tall ceilings in here too. You got the vaulted in there. Yeah, it's a good home. Might be a little overpriced. It is big though. Let's look at the pool. Come on. We get the story. Corner lot. Okay. 3-car garage. Okay. They're a little wild for asking for 450. 459. I think you're less. 4-bed, 3-bath, 2,848 square feet, 500K, 1.2, 1.25 acre of land. Whoa. Let's see if the house is good. It's probably. Oh, I showed this house. What am I talking about? I saw this house the other day with the family. This house is actually pretty. I know the area. I'll give you the feedback my clients gave me. Some of the areas was a little like some of the direct roads leading up to it had like these RVs and stuff like that. But this is a big property, and it's pretty nice. And that actually is a good price. Anyways, what I'm gonna do, Crazy Bean. I'd recommend that. I'll send you that. Boom. I'm gonna save. And then your name is. Oh, we got. Hey Stella, this is my first time going live, so welcome. All right, I gotta find your. I gotta find your email again, Crazy Bean. Where's your email? tiff.iCloud. Crazy Bean, you have homes in your email. If they don't arrive in a minute, check your spam or trash. My goal for 2025 is to sell my place. Cool, let's get it. It's not letting me put my email, no problem. Okay, te aviso porque mañana tengo a grabar. Oh, Roger. Hey, pero no me pones excusas, llégate. Like those pergolas, yes, that's perfect. I obtained home ownership, got a clunker. I went up in value, fixed a lot, and can make, but need to have more work. Has been hard the last decade. Raymond, keep doing what you're doing, my man. Hire someone if you need to. It's going to be worth it in the end. Barry, I hope I answered your question. House paid, wife doesn't want to sell, or I'd be there. Happy wife, happy life. Hey, Stella. What I really meant by die trying, Renzo, is I've climbed the first half of the mountain, but kind of stalled out midway. Hey, Raymond, I don't know what you're going through, but I'll tell you, just keep on going, man. Keep on going. Keep looking to learn from mistakes. Take massive action. If you have fear, just take action. It's the only way to overcome your fear. It's huge. Sorry about any typos. I'm driving. Yo, Raymond, do not text and drive. Don't go on chat and drive. It's cool. I like how the first and second pool homes are closed in. My husband, I like that first home you showed. 4 is just out of my league. Wow, thank you so much. No problem. Okay, cool. Will this be something new? Stella, you tell me, when do you want this to be a normal thing? Glenda, are you still here? This is cool. 14 people. What's up, Glenda? All right, guys. It is 7:30 p.m. Tonight, I'm going to record some training videos for agents on the team. I'm going to do an hour and a half meditation. I am going to write down some notes on what I need to accomplish tomorrow. And you didn't get anything. Let me make sure. Let me see if I got the right email. Is there any numbers, Tiff? Let me see. Tiff, I sent it tiff.zayat@icloud.com. Check your spam, check all your mail. I sent it for sure. Port Charlotte. You know, I had a few people who lived in Port Charlotte and they liked it. I do know in Port Charlotte they overbuilt it, or not. No, that's a different area. I mean, Port Charlotte's cool. I haven't been out there too much, but it's definitely a cool spot. All right, we got 16 people. If anyone got some questions, yeah, I might be taking it sweet time. If you have another email, let me know. I can add it in there. Crazy Bean. No problem. No problem. Any other questions, guys? I'm here to help. Good night, Keith. Good night, Keith. Take care. Stella, my husband recently had a student loan discharge. Do you know typically how long it may be before it falls off his credit, as we're looking to get a USDA loan? A student loan discharge. Does that mean they're like taking his student loans off? Can you talk to me about that? What's your take on septic tanks versus public sewer? I have no problem with either of them. Septic tanks, I know a lot of people who have them. They're very sophisticated these days. My brother has them on his property. Truly no big deal. So yeah, septic tank is no problem. Versus public sewer, it's the only difference is every 5 to 10 years you gotta clean, just drain out your septic, and you hire a company. It's $400. What's up, guys? Wilfredo, you still here? Is anybody else from the team here? Brito, ¿dónde estás? Wilfredo, anybody? Hey, pero ¿te vas a llegar o qué? ¿Qué pasó? Okay, so he's removing the debt entirely due to the school he attended, ITT Tech. So that's good. I don't know how long it takes, but typically I would just, if you can get some document showing verification, you can give that to the lender and the underwriters can kind of talk it off. But I would say get in contact with us. We'll talk to a lender and you should be good. Yeah, especially if you have some sort of verification. Hi, Renzo. Camis World. Hi, Renzo. Do you think it's best to put more money down? I can't really answer that question for you. That's up to you. If you put more money down, okay, let's give you a scenario. Let's say house is 300K and you have 20K. What's up, Fredo? Let's say you have $300,000, right? And you have, or let's say you're buying a 300K home and you have $25,000, right? Your down payment on a 300K home would be $10,500, right? So that leaves you with about $14,500. With that being said, I can get your closing costs covered. I would use about 5,000 to 6,000 to drop your interest rate. And then if you really wanna use the other 7 to 8 grand to off the price, you could. But just a quick note, every $10,000 you take off or add on to the price of a home is about 40, on average, $50. So if you go from 300 to 290, that's going to drop your payment $50. So it's up to you. Me personally, when I bought my house here in Altamont, I put the minimum down. I spent a little bit more money buying down the points, and then that's it. And then I'll refinance down the road. So if you have 25K and you're buying with the FHA loan, just you buy with as little money down, keep it in your pocket, maybe save for an investment property, and refinance when you can. Can you show off more properties in Ocala with 1 acre lots? Shodres, absolutely. Do you want to look right now or do you want me to do more videos on them? Barry, I'm for sure going to be doing more of these. My pleasure. Buenas noches, feliz noche, buena notte, ci vediamo. I'm going to do this again for sure. Samuel Flores, what is refinancing? So great question. I'll definitely do more video, Shadris. When you are refinancing a home, well, I'll give you an example. I bought my house. I have a 6.1% interest rate. Once the interest rate drops 1%, I'm going to refinance. So if it goes to 5.1% interest rate, I refinance my interest rate. It'll save me like $200 to $300 on my payment. If it goes down to 4%, I'll do it again. But I'll never refinance unless it's over a percentage difference. Thank you so much. That's great to know. I didn't know you can buy down the rate. That sounds like a plan. Yep, for sure. You can do it all the time. Can do it as much as, well, not as much as you want, but yeah, you definitely can. We got 22 people here. We've been doing this for 1 hour and 20 minutes. Guys, I literally have never done this. And I don't even know. I was on Zoom with Glenda and I'm just like, hey, Glenda, I'm going to do it. And here we are. How tricky is it to purchase a mobile home as an investment property? Weesh. I don't know, man. I don't deal with mobile homes. Mobile homes are not bad. I think when you buy a mobile home, you're looking to just, buy it, pay the rent on the land, or if you have your land, whatever you're doing. But I don't know too much into it. I'm sure you could buy a mobile home for $100 grand and rent it out for $1,000 a month. Get a 10% return on investment. But I don't know. I think if a hurricane does come, even in Central Florida, I wouldn't want to really have a mobile home unless it's really well built. What is the current interest rates? Stella, current interest rates are 6.9% conventional, 6.5 FHA. Samuel, thank you for watching, my friend. I appreciate it. Shaudres, but when you refinance, don't you add the total loan? I'm confused. Can you expand on that? Yes, absolutely. So let's say I bought a house for $300,000 right, at a 6% interest rate. Let's say interest rates go down to 5%. You refinance the interest rate to 5%, but nothing changes with your loan amount unless you have positive equity and you can do a cash out refinance if you want to. So typically, if interest rates did, if interest rates did go from 6 to 5%, more buyers would come into the market, which would then mean essentially that more demand for homes, and then supply would start running out, creating more competition. So your price of your home will go up, like what happened in COVID. With that being said, you could cash out refinance, take out some of the equity, and lower your rate. Or if your fixed rate is at 6% and then it goes to 5%, you can just refinance the rate. Now, something important to note is that does cost something. You do have closing costs when you do refinance, but you don't have to pay that out of pocket. You can roll that onto the loan. I hope that answers your question. How often do you do new videos? Hope to see some in the 270s. We definitely will do more in the 270s. I do want to let you know we're going to be tapping into the luxury market a little bit more, at least on Instagram. We're always going to keep doing affordable houses in Ocala, but we are going to add some higher price point homes as well. Every time I'm in Ocala, I end up looking at the mobile home lots. Never owned one. Hit the thumbs up so his channel gets some traction, folks. Thank you, Raymond. Appreciate it. How does Homestead work? If you're a Florida resident or if you moved here, you can apply for Homestead if you plan on living here full time and this is your primary residence. And yeah. And then essentially you can take off $50 off the taxable value of your home. So if your property is worth $300K, or the taxable value is $300K, you're then dropped down to $250K taxable value. And also your property taxes can't go up more than 2% per year, which I think is the biggest benefit of homesteading your property. And that reminds me, I need a homestead mine. JP, Senor, how long you been here, brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, Bubba. Hey, pero el juego no, nosotros no jugué hoy. Parcero el rey de Medellín, el caballero. What's up, everybody? Talk to me, guys. When do you put in for Homestead when purchasing a home? The day of closing, you can go on the, actually, the deed needs to be recorded with the county, and then you can go ahead and apply for Homestead on the county appraiser website. Oh, JP. So good question. What's your dream home look like, Renzo? It's a good question. Honestly, I saw something in does Okala have a problem with bears? It's a good question. My dream home, honestly, is in Big Sky, Montana, at the top of a mountain, like a modern industrial home at the top of the mountain in Big Sky, Montana. Go to Big Sky Real Estate Company, and you'll see my dream homes. Does Ocala have a problem with bears? I've never seen a bear in Ocala, but no, there's no problem. Florida doesn't have a bear problem. Black bears, you see black bears. If you see this guy, JP, he lives in Apopka, and it's an area where there are a lot of black bears because there's I forget what it's called, the Wakaiba Forest. And you get black bears all the time, but they just come around, eat trash, say hello, give you a kiss sometimes, and that's it. Your one home link isn't working. It's saying, sorry, try again. Crazy Bean, I don't know what's going on, but if you want to also look, you can go on my website. Why is closing fees high? I don't know. When you got closing cost, essentially that's including your inspection, the appraisal fees, your survey, your title fees, your lending fees. Usually comes out to three on a conventional loan, FHA loan, a conforming loan. It's about 3%. People say that black bears in Marion Oaks, haven't yet seen one. On second, Stella, do you live in Marion Oaks? If you see a black bear, I think it's a cool experience. I don't think they're there to harm you unless you try and throw hands with one. But yeah, you'll be okay. I don't think I haven't seen a black bear. I saw a rattlesnake once in Marion Oaks, and yeah, that was cool. Do you have to apply for homestead exemption only once, or what? You only do it once. And then if you buy another house, you can keep it at the house you're in, or you can move it. But I'd keep it at the house so it makes sense to just whatever you're homesteading right away, keep it there. Yo, JP, if you're watching this, what is your dream house? What does your dream home look like? We got 24 people here. This is a good turnout. I was not expecting this. Hey, Renzo, my wife and I are big fans. We always look forward to your videos. What's up, David Belzak? How you doing, brother? I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you and your wife. We're always here to do some videos for you guys. Is there anything specific, David, that you're interested in that you'd like us to do a video on? JP Gutierrez, what does an ideal Saturday look like in Ocala? Food, entertainment, etc. A typical Saturday in Ocala. Depends on what you like to do. You can go to the World Equestrian Center. You could take some horse riding lessons at Cactus Jack's. You could go to Market Street at Heathbrook, go to Barnes & Noble. You can go to the movies after that, get a crumble cookie. That's 1,000 don't get a crumble cookie. They're 1,000 calories a cookie. Let's see. Las Margaritas downtown. Yeah, you got a lot to do. Shalom Park. Shalom Park is a cool place to eat, to get engaged, to do everything. Go for a nice walk. Is Ocala a flood zone? No, Ocala is above sea level. I think like almost 100 feet above sea level. So you're good. In Ocala, there's not much flood zones. You are a rock. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Cece. What's your name, Cece? Outcast Assets. You're still here. Outcast Assets. You're still here. Do the builder from Casa Idalia build purchase land? I know we have a call Monday. Just wondering. Hold on. Okay. You're onto something, Outcast Assets. The builder from Casa Idalia. They are building another house. It's not as big as Casa Idalia, but similar features. I'll let you know on Monday. If we have a Zoom call set up, I'll let you know on Monday. Wilfredo, my dream home in LA consists of a large garden. I hope you guys look at this comment. My dream home in LA consists of a large cardboard box with a skylight. How much do you think that costs, Wilfredo? I don't know why that's so funny. Do you feel condos are a good investment or single family home the way to go? I think condos can be a good investment. My only thing with condos, it's hard to resell. 2, HOAs can go crazy. Like HOAs are unpredictable, right? HOA, like I don't want to steer you away from condos because they can be good investments, but you want to make sure you're in a good association, make sure they have solid financing, because if they don't have their finances in order and you want to resell it, when people finance a condo, the lenders are looking at how secure the HOA is and what the reserves are in the HOA for the condo association. So make sure the condo association has very solid finances. What about sinkholes in Ocala? Someone asked this earlier. I mean, they're very rare, but when you do hear about them, they're everywhere, right? But they are very rare. What's up, Charles? Any other questions? We got 25 people, the most people of the night. Let's go. If you just joined, welcome. We've been here for an hour and a half, and this is my first time doing this, and it's a lot of fun. Put your questions in the chat, and we'll get to it. The people who run my HOA don't even live in an HOA. It'd be like that, my friend. It'd be like that. We live in downtown Chicago, and between HOAs and taxes can be just as much as a principal payment or more. How do you feel Florida taxes are? The average millage rate in Florida is 0.89. So 0.89% of the purchase price of the home is what you can expect to pay in taxes. Now in Miami, it's like freaking 2%. In Orlando, it's like 1.4, 1.5. In Ocala, it's about 1%. So it just depends. But taxes are definitely better. I've seen some sites say Ocala has been the #1 city in growth for 3 years straight. That is absolutely true. What's your personal opinion on this? What other cities growing as much in the area you work with? To be honest, Ocala is growing because we've seen there's so much opportunity that people are starting to realize now. Everybody wants to move to Florida because the weather, because the cost of living, because the beaches are nearby, because everything is here in Florida, right? We have good infrastructure and good airports, good everything, good culture, good food. But I think the big thing with Ocala is Marion Oaks has a ton to do with it. The quarter acre of land with no HOA and a brand new home for $260 to $300K. You don't get that in Florida. And it's a good lifestyle. It's a great lifestyle. So that's why it's been the #1 growth city. And to be honest, like, yeah, it's wild. David, that's nuts. 2% in Chicago. That's how's the weather in Chicago right now? Is it cold? Let me know what the weather looks like today. When can we expect a day in the life content? Or how about house tours of your home? Okay, I'm not going to do house tours of my home, but I got to do a day in the life. I'll do it on short form content, JP. It's coming soon. But I'm not doing a house tour of my house. If I sell my house, yes, but I don't see myself doing that anytime soon. Do majority of the homes in Ocala and Marion Oaks doesn't have HOA? Hope the question makes sense. That makes absolute sense, Stella. The majority of homes in Ocala, Marion Oaks is all no HOA, except for Huntington Ridge by D.R. Horton, where it's all quarter acres. So to answer your question, 99% of the homes in Marion Oaks have no HOA. In Ocala, outside of Marion Oaks, Ocala Waterways, Rolling Hills. Besides that, it's a lot of communities. And then homes with really low HOA. So honestly, I'd say it's close to 50-50. But that's why it's so popular. Nice homes with no HOA, and it's still, everybody maintains it in good condition. Love you, JP. Take care. Hope to see you soon. You know where I live. Wilfredo, you still here? You dreaming about that LA home? And Monday with the wind chill is -1, but felt like -20. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is cold. That is brutal for sure. Man, I feel for you, David. Have you thought about moving to Florida? I bet when it's -20, you do. I'm sorry, man, but that's tough. -20. So, guys, I recently went to Montana from the 23rd of December to the 30th. I love Montana. Has anyone been? And does anybody know about Big Sky? I want to talk about it. Glenda, are you still here? Never been, but it's on my list. I'll tell you what, Big Sky, Montana is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. Beautiful, expensive. It's funny. I went with my ex-girlfriend at the time, or my girlfriend. Actually, she was whatever. I went and I'm like, wow, this is so nice. We happened to stumble upon it, and I'm like, maybe we can get like a condo for like 75K, 100K. And then I go into like the Big Sky Real Estate Company, and like the average priced home is 2.5. The average price condo is $2.5 million. And I was like, that is nuts. But I guess I get why. You're self-sustainable. You can go hunt, you can go fish. They got rivers, you got fresh water everywhere. So like you are self-sustainable. I love not having no HOA in Marion Oaks. We're currently renting, but the owner said we can purchase the home. I mean, if you want to, if you're in love with it, do it. But if not, you could get a brand new home that no one's lived in, with all the warranties, and you can pick and choose exactly what you want. Matt, Montana's great. Wyoming is better. Why is Wyoming better? Why is Wyoming better? Is Wyoming flat, or do they have a lot of mountains? David, yes, we have. Your videos helped us get a layout of the area around there. We did come to Florida this past summer. We stopped in Tampa, Orlando, and Lake Nona. Didn't have time to get up to Ocala. Man, Orlando, what do you think about those three areas? Which one did you like more? And what do you think about Lake Nona? I'm about 30 minutes away. It's really cool. Real estate in the area is pricey. Yes. What's up, Glenda? Wilfredo, I'm here. I was looking at the bigger boxes that are half an inch thicker than the cheaper ones. Wilfredo, I don't know what got into you, bro, but all right, Glenda, watching on TV. Lotto views. Hey, love watching your channel. Just a quick question. Are there apartments for sale in Orlando area, or is it just all rentals having a hard time finding a small place to use so we can be snowbirds? Yes, there are a lot of condos in Orlando. If you want to see, I'll show you right now. If you're watching Lotto views, I'll show you right now. I will show you right now. What's your price range? I know how to get in touch when we're ready to buy. Visit Florida. We'll call you, look at some houses. No pressure. No pressure at all, my friend. Whatever you want, we're here to help. Wyoming has mountains and prairie like Montana, but cheaper and more rural. Californians taking over Montana. That's what they say. I went to I almost thought about buying like an investment property in Bozeman. And but I was like, prices are like, I was impressed with Bozeman, but I wasn't like to get a nice house and spend 600K. I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't do it. Wyoming has mountains and prairie. Okay. We liked Orlando. Disney Springs was cool. And we liked Winter Park. Yes. Winter Park. Okay. Winter Park is probably my favorite place in the Orlando metro area. For sure. Helena is nicer. That's what they say. Helena. Yeah. I just want to live on a house in a mountain one day. Yeah. Park Avenue. David, Park Avenue. Hey, if you ever come back to Winter Park, Ava Mediterranean, best food in Winter Park. For sure. Who was asking about the condo? Lotto views. I can show you what you're looking. I'll just give you a little rundown here. Okay. Can you see my screen? Say yes if you can. Someone say yes. Claremont has flood zones. It doesn't, a little bit of both. You got rolling hills in Claremont. Highly likely to be hit by hurricane. No, it's Central Florida, so you're pretty good. Okay, you can see my screen, 250 to 350. Dude, you can get a sick condo in downtown Orlando. Here, I'll show you downtown Orlando condos for 250 to, honestly, I'll show you 300 to 325 just so we can get. I'll put the zip code of Orlando downtown or not. So this is downtown Orlando. Let me do this. Look at all those condos. What do you think about this? This is brand new. 3-2. Oh, no, never mind. Not brand new. 1964. Right next to downtown. They're just, dude, there are, look at all these condos. Stay away from Pine Hills. Oh, hold on. Hold your horses. The 3-2 is kind of the hard part. The 3-bedroom condo. But yeah, you got condos over here on Michigan. That's a good area. Metro West has a ton. Millennia. Yeah, you got a lot of condos, dude. A lot. Let's see. If I do a 2-2, oh, you're golden. If you get a 2-2 in downtown, okay, there's one spot I want you to see. Oh, this building is beautiful. I thought about moving here, but look at the HO. Just keep in mind the HOA is $1,500 a month. But it's beautiful. Yep. John, how you doing, brother? What are you looking for in Ocala? Talk to me. Lotto views. What do you think? We got 29 people. Whoa. If anybody is new, hello. We've been here for an hour and 45 minutes. If you have any real estate questions, anything at all, put it in the chat. We're having a great conversation here. I have a home lined up in Summercrest at the moment. I'll be set. You have a home lined up in Summercrest. Very nice. Very nice. I wonder, I'm going to try something, guys. Let me know if you can hear it. I'm about to play some music. No, I'm not doing all that. All right, what's up, everybody? Love all the videos. The wife and I watch them all the time. Thanks for all the info. My absolute pleasure, John. That's what we're here for. If you guys have anything specific you want us to do videos on, that's what we're here for. But yeah, let me know. Where are you coming from, John? We got 18 people. Fort Lauderdale. What made you want to move from Fort Lauderdale to Ocala? Yeah, Lotto, for sure. Call me, text me. I'm sending you my number right here in the chat. If you want to look at our website, feel free to look. And then, we can reach out to you as well. If you type in your information, we'll reach out to you tomorrow morning, text you, call you, whichever way you want to go about it. Yeah, that's what I hear. John, it's cost of living is pretty high down in South Florida. Cost of living is pretty high. Hey, Lotto, we can do email as well. You let me know, but no worries. Okay, so let me see. Let's see. Guys, I'm going to do 14 more minutes, and then I'm going to go finish my evening and meditate and write down some notes and get ready for tomorrow. We got some exciting stuff. My husband and I watch your videos all the time. Stella, that is awesome. Thank you for watching. I'm curious, Stella, out of all the videos, what has been some of your favorite homes that you've seen? John, my pleasure. I'll see you in the next one. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. What's up, guys? What's up, guys? We're losing people. Talk to me, guys. Any questions? Anything about real estate, about Ocala, about Orlando, about life, about ketogenic diets? What do you guys want to talk about? Fave video was a 10-acre property. Oh, you know what's crazy? That thing was listed for 1.8 million and it sold for $1.35 million. Nuts. Absolutely crazy. It was a deal and a half. That house, if they left it on the market, would easily sell for what they wanted at 1.8. But the sellers were really, really, really motivated. And they wanted to get rid of it. But honestly, that was a deal and a half. A great deal. Yep. Amen. Amen. Guys, talk to me. What do you want to talk about? Ask me questions. I like all your videos. I like the way you do your tours. You take your time. Thank you. I appreciate it. Have things slowed down? And if so, would you call it a buyer's market? Great question. So have things slowed down? No. People are still buying. There's still demand, especially in Florida, especially for affordability in Florida. But one thing in Florida we have seen is supply is still is going up. Supply is going up, at least in Ocala, because a lot of builders are realizing how much demand is coming into those areas. But yeah, it is a buyer's market right now. If you're a buyer, you can get a good deal. You can get closing costs covered. And I think it's a great time to buy. I personally bought at the end of last year. And to be honest, I'm not scared of interest rates because when they go down, I know my property value is going to go up and I'm going to refinance and get a lower mortgage payment. So that's the way I look at it. Like I'm telling you, there's so much fear associated with buying real estate, especially your first property. But everybody feels like, hey, I got to time the market perfectly. And I'm one of those people, especially when it came to the stock market. I thought, I'm like, okay, I see it go up, don't go down here. I watched Robinhood all day. What I've noticed is, hey, I told myself a year ago, I don't care what the market does. I'm just going to keep doing reoccurring investments in my Robinhood account. And I've done that for a year and my portfolio went up 40%. And I'm like, I just had faith and I didn't sell when I saw a Instagram video and I didn't buy when I saw an Instagram video. I just kept steady in the market. And that's the same thing with real estate, right? You're going to see steady growth. If you plan on selling your home in a year, you're not going to be making any money. But if you hold on to your property for 5+ years, you're going to have a good amount of equity, more than you think. So guys, I know there's fear associated with investing in real estate, but there is a truth behind people becoming millionaires just through real estate, right? And once you own one property, I mean, the goal realistically at least for me, is to buy one property every year, no matter what. Because when there is another boom and you have 5, 6, 7 properties, then in literally one market, you turn into a millionaire if you have a couple properties, right? You got to start with the first one. And then when you have maybe rates come down, you refinance, you can rent it out, and it covers your mortgage or even gives you a little bit of money back. You buy the next property and then you do it again and again and again. and you're going to start building equity over time. It happens little by little, but the thing is people want that short-term success, and good things take time. Where's the next video going to be from? The next video we're posting on Saturday. Let me see what the next video is going to be. I'll give you a little sneak peek. Next video is going to be posted on Saturday, guys. And it is it's going to be a beautiful farmhouse on 1.27 acres of land. Brand new. Father MC and daughter MC. Sometimes things may not slow down, but the price point of what people can afford drops down a bit. Is this the case? Sometimes things may not slow down, but the price point of what people can afford drops down a bit. Sometimes things may not slow down, but the price point of what people can afford drops down a bit. Yes, that could be the case. Right now, what I really notice, prices are still very steady in Ocala, and they're rising steadily, like very steadily. In all of Central Florida, guys, property values went up on average 3.5% year over year. I want you guys to know that. I'm going to show you actually. So you don't think I'm This is the Orlando Regional Association. I'm going to go to market reports. This is the state of the market. This is December 2024. Year over year changes. The median price went up 3.5% from December 2023 to 24. The average price went up 3% in Central Florida. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me try this. Oh, here it is. If you guys can see this, average price went up 3%. The median price went up 3.5%. Year over year changes. Just take a look at that for a second, guys. In the next 12 months, is there going to be a steady supply in the Okala and Winter Haven area? In Okala, for sure. In Winter Haven, I think so. Yeah. I mean, I don't really market South Orlando, and there's a reason why. I think it got really sad, like that Davenport, Winter Haven area. I think it's a good area for sure. I'm just not necessarily 100% sold on it because there is a ton of traffic down there. And like if I wanted to go to Point Siena, which is 30 miles away from me, it would take me an hour and a half to get there. And I can get to Okala in about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes. And it's 60 miles away, right? There's a big difference. But I don't know. Yeah. Let me see. Okay. In your opinion, is it a buyer's market or seller's market? Right now, it's for sure a buyer's market. Buyers have a lot of can negotiate a really good deal in this market. We're getting some pretty sexy deals for our clients right now. One of the most recent deals we got is 10K off or like 9,000 off the price of the home, and got all 3% closing costs covered, which on that house, it was almost $18,000. So we got her a total of $28,000 in total price off the home and credits. And that house is probably going to appraise for like 25K over at contract price. So yes, buyer's market, we're getting good deals. We typically get way better deals when we're negotiating with resale homes because we are negotiating with people's equity, right? And there's a difference between equity, negotiating with equity versus a builder's bottom line margin. So yeah, buyer's market, good deals on the market right now. Yeah. That being said, about traffic, how is the travel from Ocala to Disney? I'd call it an hour and a half, right? An hour and a half. I wouldn't let that here in Florida, I live in close to Orlando, or I'm in North Orlando, but whenever we want to do something, like if we want to go do a beach day, we wake up at 7 a.m., we drive 45 minutes, and we make a day out of it. And we're like, okay, today's a day at the beach. Okay, today's a day at Disney. So like, even if I wanted to do a day in Tampa, which is an hour and a half, we do it. It's no problem. So like whenever you're in Florida, you're gonna be like, okay, today's beach day, today's Disney day, today's City Walk, Universal, Wakaiba Springs, Silver Springs Day, and you just make a day out of it. How long do you think it will last? The buyer's market? I think when rates go back down to 5%, we'll see a drastic seller's market. We'll see a big shift. Wilfredo, Brito, Glenda, are you guys still here? If you are, please say hello to the chat. I sound like a streamer. My goodness. But guys, as we kind of end this live, I want to let you guys know that I really, really dedicate a lot of my time and effort to making sure we can help people to the highest level in purchasing real estate and making sure they're making a calculated decision that's going to help benefit their family and everything. When you work with us, you don't feel pressure to buy homes. You don't feel like we're salesmen. We're literally here to just give you an excellent service. And if you feel like we show you everything and you guys feel comfortable with moving forward, that's when we go in to do a great deal. But first, we have to do a really good job at making sure we find you the right property, make everything very clear about the finances so you understand what your payment is, what your rate is, how much it's going to cost you. So we want to make sure you guys have the best experience possible. And we have a team dedicated here in Central Florida. And we live and breathe real estate and personal development as well, because truly, you attract who you are at the end of the day. And, I don't think anything happens in coincidence. You earn everything that everything that happens to you happens for a reason, and you've attracted it into your life for whatever reason. So guys, I'm here to help everybody that I possibly can in one way or another. And we always do whenever we come to a tough decision, I always do, okay, what would love do in this situation? What would a caring being do? What would a loving being do? And that's really my guiding light. And I don't know what the full future holds, but I just try and live in the present moment. And I think we all should, because that's where beautiful things happen. Guys, thank you so much. If you have any final questions, put it down below. I'm going to leave you with my website if you guys want to check out some of the agents. If you want to check out what we do, some of the listings we have. And that is it. I hope you have a blessed night. Say good night, guys, if you're still here. And we'll definitely do this again. I did not expect to do this for 2 hours straight. Whoa. Good night, guys. Take care. Ciao. Sounds good. A lot of views. Ciao.